Hey everyone, today we're checking out the Mifo 05 Generation 2 earbuds featuring 150 hours of battery life because why not? But at $89, they are missing out on quite a lot of features that buds at a cheaper price do have on offer. So look, let's just get straight into it here. If you do want to grab a pair though, links are down below, as well as timestamps because as usual here, we're going in depth. So if you're picky with your audio, so am I. Let's get into another picky review. All right, starting with the design of the earbuds, and the build quality here is, it's okay, nothing amazing. The buds have a nice amount of grip. You've got color accents for the left and right earbuds, and the earbuds themselves are very compact, some of the most compact that I've ever tested, but with a bit of an interesting fit here. So you're getting heaps of ear tips to choose from, 5 in total, I think. And the fit itself is very secure, but no matter what ear tips I use, I found the buds had a bit of that suction feeling, which was like not really uncomfortable, but like, honestly, I just prefer to not have the suction feeling with my earbuds. And the buds only go moderately deep into the ear canal. So if you don't like that suction feeling, these might not be for you, but if you don't really mind it, it should be fine. An issue I find with this suction feeling is like when I'm training and like clenching my jaw and going for those harder sets, I find the earbuds move around and the sound kind of changes. So that's my main gripe with that extra suction feeling. Apart from that, security is great. Comfort's also really good. This is the pair, like, because they're so small as well, you could wear for a long period of time, even if you have small ears. But if you do like to use your earbuds when training, there's actually an IP67 dust and waterproof rating. So fine if you're in a dusty environment, and you can also submerge the buds in water. Now let's talk about battery life. Obviously the biggest selling point here is that case battery, but you're also getting 10 hours of juice from the earbuds themselves. Of course, 150 hours in total with the case. But in my testing at 70% volume on an iPhone 12 Pro, I actually got 12 hours and 36 minutes. So well above the advertised battery life there. And that's pretty impressive because the case is actually pretty compact considering the amount of juice that you get. It has some weight to it, but it's actually smaller than my Sennheiser Momentum 2 case and the Bose Quiet Comfort buds. And you're getting like 7 times the amount of battery. Like, what's going on there? They really need to be shrunk down. And you're probably wondering, what's all the extra battery life for? Well, if you just don't like charging your case, you can do that, but it's actually going to be useful because it's a portable charger as well. So it has a 2600 milliamp hour battery in there. So it's kind of equivalent to charging an iPhone 12 from dead to full. The only issue is though, you do have to use a separate USB-C to USB-A dongle that is included to charge up devices because it charges via USB-C. So you can't just go USB-C to USB-C and charge up a device. Another slight con, there is no wireless charging or fast charge, which is some features that you probably should be seeing around this price. But the case itself has a nice metal finish, feels very premium, definitely has some weight to it due to that battery. The hinge design is pretty interesting. The lid's kind of challenging to open. I found just like using a nail is the easiest way to do it. The positioning is a little bit strange, but the magnets are nice and strong. And you have an LED indicator in the middle there, which will flash different colors. When you take the earbuds in and out, when you take the earbuds out of the case, they connect to your phone nice and fast in under 6 seconds. Now let's talk about controls. You have control of everything here except for voice assistant, which was a pretty strange choice. But anyway, sensitivity is really solid. Again, you can control volume on either earbud there. I ran into no issues when utilizing those touch controls. You do get a subtle beep when you play and pause and skip tracks, which you might like, you might not, but you aren't getting any detection here. So no auto pause and play, which is something you kind of see at this price range. Also no app customization there. Now to connectivity, Qualcomm 3040 chip here. So that means you're getting Bluetooth 5.2, SBC, AAC, and aptX codecs. With Bluetooth range, I got 25 meters away from my phone in a clear open space. And I got about 15 meters away from my phone indoors, downstairs, upstairs, through 5 walls. So on average for the competition there. No multi-pairing, but you can use the left or right earbud individually. And this does work in mono mode. So you can hear both audio channels coming out of the one earbud, and it's very seamless when you switch between either earbud there. In terms of latency, completely fine with like YouTube, Netflix, and watching movies. With gaming, there is no low latency mode, which you kind of want to see at this price range as well. So casual games, you should be fine. If you're into your shooters and want some really low latency, not really getting it here, but let's just quickly run through my tests here on both iOS and Android so you can see the latency for yourself, and I'll chuck in my microphone test right after, so I'll see you in a sec. All right, here's a microphone test with a Mifo 05 Generation 2 in a nice quiet room. And this is what it sounds like with the crowd noise being played off my computer speakers to mimic a noisy environment. All right, so here we are with the Mifo 05 in the outside world. Pretty busy highway here at the moment, so it's really noisy behind me, but hopefully the microphones are picking up on my voice well and blocking out all the noise behind me. All right, before we talk about sound quality, a quick little drop on my Instagram here. If you want to stay updated with behind the scenes action of me and my audio ventures, and I'm also giving one of these buds here, the Mifo 05 Generation 2, away on there in a week's time. So be sure to follow me on there so you can win yourself a pair of these buds. All right, so starting with volume, if you're looking for loud level listening, you are getting it here. I'll give these an 8.5 out of 10. So at 100% volume, these are nice and loud. You don't really need to go any louder than that. These don't get my bedtime certification though. At the lowest volume, a little bit on the loud side, and also at low volumes, there is a little bit of that static hissing sound, that kind of white noise sound. So if you're listening at the lowest volume or podcasts and that kind of stuff, if you find that annoying, you might not like these buds. But now onto the sound quality itself, and for the price you are paying here, a little bit lackluster. I was expecting a little bit more. They're not bad. It's like a classic V-shaped sound. You get boosted bass, boosted treble. Mids are slightly recessed here. So the low end you're getting here, it's a bit more on the boomy side, has a bit of punch to it, but there is kind of more boost in that upper low end, which can drown out other frequencies when there's a lot of bass going on, even in electronic music and when there's bass lines going on in instrumentation. So you're not really getting that deep bass. Still, if you're a bass head, I rate these like a 7 out of 10 on the bass head scale, but you're not really going to get that thump subwoofer in your head kind of feel. It's a bit more on the boomy side. Mid-range, like I said, a little bit recessed, more focuses on the bass and the treble here, but vocals still come through nice and clear. It's just nothing amazing here. Same with your instrumentation. Treble's pretty nice here though. It has some nice sparkle to it. It's a softer treble response, so it's not very high resolution. You don't get too much detail with like your guitar plucks, ride cymbals and hi-hats and that kind of stuff, and crashes. So it's not too bad. And still at the same time, while not being too direct, it can still get harsh on some tracks that are not mastered so well in high volumes. So a bit of an interesting one there. But anyway, what's kind of surprising with this kind of tuning here with this V-shape, soundstage is pretty wide, above average for true wireless standards at this price range. And instrument separation is also quite good. You can really pick out where your instruments are coming from a little bit better than average as well at this price, which is kind of surprising since the clarity isn't the best. But so I can explain the sound further, I'm going to run through my genre rating checklist. Basically, I'm just going to lock in a 6.5 out of 10 for anything instrumentation, 7 out of 10 for all your electronic music. So that boosted bass, like I said, works great with electronic music. It's just that it can kind of get in the way at times with instrumentation, especially when there's a lot going on in like chaotic jazz and in metal as well. It's not bad, just not the best at this price as well. I keep saying that. But now to explain the sound and features a little bit further, I'm going to run through some quick comparisons because you can spend less money and get some better sound quality and features as well. And starting with one of the classics, the Soundpeats H1, because they're $70 and you get much better sound quality, more bass, it hits deeper, you get that subwoofer feel. They go even louder and the clarity is much better. But the soundstage is a bit wider on the Mifo. Also spend another $70 and you got the Edifier NB2 Pro. There you're getting noise cancelling, transparency mode, app support, any detection, and better sound quality that's also bass heavy but has nice balance to it. And let's go even lower. Soundpeats T2, $50, noise cancelling, transparency mode. Also sound quality beating out the Mifo here. A bit more of a balanced sound as well with a little bit of boosted bass. You're getting more on the Mifo, but in terms of clarity, the T2 is the winner. Should we go even lower? Let's do it. Because you can just get the Soundpeats True Shift 2, an older pair, but I think they go for like $35 US now. And that's a pair that's also a battery bank. You got 100 hours total of battery life. The case is like twice the size, so that's one of the downsides there. But in terms of sound quality, another V-shaped sound, but you are getting better clarity on the Soundpeats True Shift 2 at less than half the price there. So keep those options in mind there, but still the Mifo 05 Generation 2 has that standout feature of still 150 hours of battery life. That's very impressive, but it's more impressive for the fact that the case is very compact. It's pretty much a pocketable case. So it's kind of niche. If you really do want that pocketable case, that's a battery bank, or you just want to never have to charge your earbuds up, then these might be worth it for you. Apart from that, they're lacking features and the sound quality isn't the best. You can get better options at this price. So keep all those options in mind. If you want that nice juicy battery life, then these might be worth it for you. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you are interested in another battery bank true wireless earbud, case combo. I'm gonna leave up my Soundpeats TrueShift 2 review, which is actually the second video I ever posted, so you can see how awkward I am on camera. That'll be a funny one to check out, so check it out. But in the meantime, stay tuned, and of course, stay picky with your audio, because life's too short for crappy sound. See you in the next video. Bye now.